AA Bullets YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
Ryan Newcar will start at pole position, as usual, with the king to his outside. Row 2 has Lightning McQueen and Mark Carton, who's very good at this track. Row 3 has, oh no! The Mean Green Car Chickax! And Jeff Corvette to his outside. Row 4 has Kevin Shiftright looking for his second win of the season, and Tony Gasworth to his outside. Row 5 has Kurt Buschtire and Ernie Gearson. Now, on to the next row. Row 6, Michael Cartrip, hoping to get his 5th win this season, and Hollingus to his outside. Row 7 has Rusty Wheelhouse, a car that's retiring, and Carl Edwards, a rookie, to his outside. Row 8 has Billy Oilchanger and Greg People, who leads too many laps to his outside. Row 9 has Maury Clutchburn and Casey Corner, who has still yet to win a race. Row 10 has Chuck Armstrong, the 2000 Piston Cup champion, with Brian Vickers to his outside. Row 11 is Elliot Draftler and Kyle Buschtire, who is yet to win at all, to his outside. Row 12 has Todd Marcus, who has never won before, and Kevin Carvick, who won his 3rd start. Row 13 has Jamie McCarry and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Row 14 has Dale Carrott and Jeff Burnton, both not as good as they were 5 years ago. Row 15 has Jeremy Carfield and Krusty Roeder to his outside. Row 16 has Winford Bradford Rutherford and Darren Leadfoot, who almost won at this track. Row 17 has Bobby Cabani and Matt Karzith, starting all the way back in 34th position. Row 18 has Joe Brakecheck and Misty Motocross. Claude Scruggs will not complain. Row 19 has James Cleaner and Ruby Easy Oaks, who actually qualified. Row 20 has Johnny Blamer, hoping not to crash, and Eugene Karbareski, hoping not to be wrecked by Ken Schrader, who starts on the inside of row 21 with Brush Kerber to his outside, and starting in 43rd is Sage Vander Spin. But he had to beat all of these cars who failed to qualify. Why is Manny Flywheel one of them? Ryan Newcar would lead the first 22 laps of the race before he'd lose the lead to the King. The King would take the lead for 22 laps, but on lap 44, Hollingus would take the lead from him. He'd lead for 5 laps, but on lap 45, Bobby Carboni would be out because of an engine failure. Greg People would take the lead from Hollingus, leading until lap 51 before Darren Leadfoot would take the lead from him. He'd lead until lap 79, where Lightning McQueen would take the lead from him, leading until lap 83, where, oh no! The Mean Green Car Chickax has to be 2nd place, where he wrecks Lightning McQueen, who's out! Winford Bradford Rutherford would take the lead after the restart for 5 laps before the King would take the lead from him, leading until lap 128, where Ernie Gearson would take the lead from him. He'd only lead for 6 turns before, oh no, Chickax is 9th as of lap 128, when he wrecks Kyle Buschtire's rival, Jeff Corvette, Ryan Newcar, who goes airborne, Jeremy Carfield, Krusty Roeder, and Johnny Blamer. Why? And then Darren Leadfoot would take the lead after the restart, leading for 152 laps? How does any car lead for that long? And Ken Schrader would be 31st as of lap 164, where he wrecks Eugene Karbareski. Well, of course he does that. And Misty Motocross would go down 1 lap on lap 185, where Claude Scruggs says this. Of course he does that. Todd Marcus will be 14th as of lap 201, where he wrecks Elliot Draftler. Why? Brian Vickers, James Cleanair, Brush Kerber, Ruby Easy Oaks, Jeff Burnton, Billy Oilchanger, Michael Cartrip, Sage Vander Spin, Joe Brakecheck, Kevin Carvick, and Maury Clutchburn all go down 1 lap. And Brush Kerber goes down a 2nd lap. Jamie McCarry would be out because of an engine failure. But luckily, Kevin Carvick got back on the lead lap on lap 278. Finally! Someone took the lead from Darren Leadfoot, and it's the King. Greg People would take the lead from him on lap 286, leading for 2 laps before Hollingus would take the lead from him. He'd lead for 2 laps before Matt Karzith would take the lead from him. He'd lead into lap 294 where, of course, Darren Leadfoot retakes the lead, leading into lap 308 where Tony Gasworth would do a bump and run on him, leading for 10 laps before the Mean Green Car Chicks is 4th as of lap 312 where he wrecks Ken Schrader and Rusty Wheelhouse. Why? Oh no! The Mean Green Car actually takes the lead! But luckily, Kevin Shiftright was right there to take it away from him. But then, the King would take the lead on lap 343, leading for 8 laps before Darren Leadfoot, of course, retakes the lead. Leading into lap 378, where Greg People would take the lead from him. He only lead for 1 lap before the King would take the lead from him. He'd lead into lap 386, where Tony Gasworth would take the lead from him. He'd lead into lap 398, where Darren Leadfoot would take the lead from him. He'd lead for 22 laps before Kurt Bushtire would take the lead from him. He'd lead for 6 laps before the King would once again take the lead, leading all the way until lap 444, where Darren Leadfoot would take the lead from him. He'd lead until lap 487, where Chick Hicks would lead for 10 laps. And the King would take the lead with 3 to go, taking the checkered flag to win the 2005 Heartland 500. And here is the top 10 of the race. And here is the top 20 in points. Even with Lightning McQueen's 42nd place finish, he retains the points lead with a 5-point cushion.
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
Darren Leadfoot qualifies for under half of the races in any given season, yet he almost wins the majority of them. And how does Lightning McQueen retain the points lead despite the fact that he finished 42nd? And also, the 24th race of 2005 will be coming out soon enough.